Here is a 2026 BMW X6 M60i in black sapphire metallic over black extended full merino leather. This is the S68, which is a detuned M engine, and that gives us a twin turbo V8. That gives us a 0 to 60 in the low 4 seconds, a top speed up to 155 miles per hour. I'm Anthony from Hawkeye Rides, and we're gonna go over all the specs. We're gonna show you some performance that the M60i has as we go over the details of the interior. The front of the M60i is gonna be more aggressive because we have the M-style bumpers in the front. The focal point is the kidney grille with the matte black and the gloss black vertical bars in the center with the M badging. That boasts into the full adaptive LED headlights at daytime runnings, and this is the M shadow line lights that fits the front of the profile with front parking sensors with 8.5 inches of clearance. And as for competition, Mercedes, they don't have like an M Sport variant. They have an enhanced AMG. So you're getting a full M, but you are deleting to make it a little bit more track drive, and the suspension is going to be altered a little bit here. So this is more the everyday drive. That's why this is the sweet spot. It's housing a 4.0 liter BMW twin turbo V8 producing 523 horsepower and 553 pound-feet of torque paired to an 8-speed Steptronic automatic transmission with a 48-volt mild hybrid system. Now, I'm not a huge fan of these systems. The auto start stop, it's supposed to help with that and a little bit of performance in between the two turbos, but I found that when you're using the auto start stop, it literally will stop around 5 miles per hour when you're coming to a stop, and then when it engages, it kind of does a shake. Also, these systems, when that battery drains, it can take from the 12-volt battery and deplete that battery as well, making it an expensive problem. And that achieves 17 mpgs for the city, 22 mpgs for the highway. This is an X-Drive with rear axle steering that will turn about 5 degrees going the opposite direction when you're going slow, and when you're going faster, it'll go the same direction, giving a near 50-50 weight distribution. Now, the M Sport Professional package gives us the red brake calipers. The front disc is at 15.6 inches or 395 millimeters, whereas the rear, 370 millimeters or 14.6 inches, a single floating caliper. And we got these upgraded 22-inch, which is a staggered wheel setup. This is a 275/35 with the 315/30 out back, the V-spoke bicolored wheels. And when you put all this in class, the top speed before you change the wheels is at 130 miles per hour. The savings that you're getting is at least around $30,000 from a full M variant, but this is more of your daily driver. And with these engines, there is some concern because you have 4 water pumps and 6 radiators. So you're gonna have a little bit more service here. It's not gonna be $100. So just keep that in mind. But in the same perspective, you paid over $114,000 for this example. I don't think you're gonna mind about service. And the nice thing about going here, or even going into an M, insurance isn't that hard to get, and you're getting supercar performance out of an everyday SUV, or BMW likes to say SAV, which is a sports activity vehicle. Standard LED taillights, the trunk lid has the spoiler as well as the lower roof, keeping the coupe style that makes it kind of one of those love or hate designs for the rear. The lower gets the quad exhaust that's exposed with the diffuser, but it's cut out because we got the tow package. Because this is done by the factory, I'm all right with it. But personally, I don't think I would cut for a tow package because you're not going to be doing much towing in this. Let me know in the comments what you think. Is this truly the sweet spot for BMW? If you're new to the channel, click the subscribe button, click a like. All of these clicks help with the algorithm so we can bring more performance vehicles to the channel. Power liftgate going into 27.4 cubic feet, which is 6.5 cubic feet less than the X5. You can fold the privacy cover so it makes it easy access for this coupe style, and it's kind of like a hatchback that's lifted up. With the tape measure, we got about 42 inches from front to back. And from side to side, because we have a little bit of a wall, I would say we have about 43 to 45 inches. You're gonna have your bag holder right here, 12-volt charger right here. Underneath the floor, you get a ton of storage capacity. But unfortunately, to get the maximum cargo capacity, BMW still makes you go into the back And this is going to maximize cargo to 59.6 cubic feet of storage, folding down at a 40-20-40 split or a 60-40 split. Now that's going to be 12.7 cubic feet less than the X5, but we still have that S68 engine, so we need to go inside, start it up, so you can hear that exhaust note. The key fob to the X6 M60i. The executive package starts us off with soft closed doors. That's one way I would definitely tick the box to this. Listen to the intro. It also gives you this Sky Lounge panoramic moonroof, which is all of these LED lights that light up. We have heated armrest, ventilated front seats because of the climate control package. Heated seats is standard. Massage seats, this is a standalone feature. 20-way power seat adjustment, memory for the driver and passenger, upgraded Bauer & Wilkins sound system. With the carbon fiber interior trim, ambient lighting, you're gonna get the M badging, you get the satin aluminum, soft materials because we have the leather on top. It is a driver focused setup, but as for leg space, I still have about 4 inches here, and I have about 6 to 7 inches here. The only thing that brings into a con is the way the screen configuration is, because I mean I could touch my climate control setting fine, but if I want to do anything for the sound system, everything's more derived for the driver. And we have the glass controls that's part of the executive package. Let's fire it up. Auto dimming rear view mirror, LED interior lighting, and this large 14.9-inch touchscreen, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, wireless, a lot of wireless connectivity. You got Alexa built in, YouTube, Wi-Fi hotspot, 5G, Spotify. In the reverse, gives you the 360-degree reverse camera because of the executive package. That also adds a few other things, which we'll go over shortly. Click on that sub menu, you got the 3D view, no longer gesture control for 26. So if you are wanting that feature, the 25 was the last year that they did it, so you have to click these buttons here, or you can use the iDrive and just roll all around it. With an iDrive 8.5 system, you have the trailer view, which is good because we do have the trailer hitch, and the car wash view. I don't know too many people that take these vehicles into those type of car washes though, but I mean, let me know in the comments what you think about that. The other features that it adds is the adaptive cruise control lane keeping assist, where you can basically let off the steering wheel and the car will drive for you for about 0.2 to 0.3 miles. We also have the AR here, which is a cool feature because it shows the camera in the front after it gets engaged. You have to usually drive the vehicle for 10 to 15 minutes, and I've noticed that it takes a little bit longer than that. You can go through an array of different content for the driver, including the navigation. You could change out the layout of the screen configuration for this 12.3, and you can do the same thing for the heads-up display for a standard view, directional view, assist view, sport view, and reduced view. The carbon fiber comes underneath, satin aluminum, and the air vents, you just do like this and that, turns them on and off. The carbon fiber comes back into the center, opening up to a wireless charging pad, 12-volt USB cup holders, and you got a storage tray there. I like the way the design is here. I just wish there was a pass-through. It's soft to touch where it needs to be. It opens up 2 ways. When it opens up into a USB-C port, and it's a pretty deep storage pocket. You have another 7 inches there. Leg space for the driver is going to be a little bit more generous. I have about 5 inches on one side, and the other side nearly 7 inches. As for headroom, I think they do a good job carving it out because of the coupe styling. I would say we have about 3 to 4 inches, but you can let me know in the comments what you see. Leather wrap steering wheel, it's multi-function, M badging. It's also heated because of the climate package. Paddle shifts, door card and dash panel, configure it together nicely. You get the aluminum mesh for the Bauer & Wilkins upgraded sound system with the contrast stitch, and they carry on with more stitch work. And the grab handle is going to be up a little bit more to give more of that sporty style with the carbon fiber, more aluminum, and it's going to be soft to touch with a long storage pocket, beverage holder, and you get a little storage pocket for the driver. For the back seat, this is the opening that you have to fit 2 more with the cup holders and armrests down. Manual sunshades because we have the executive package. The door card is going to be the same as the front. I appreciate that, and pretty much the same size as the front. The climate control package gives us the dual climate control in the rear, the heated rear seats. You get a storage tray, 12-volt charger. USB-Cs are going to be behind both the driver and passenger. Cup holders, and another little storage here with an armrest. And I like the way this design is because you can actually utilize the cup holders if you are using the armrest. Leg space sitting behind me, I have about 1 inch to 2 inches on both sides. It is kind of carved out for you, so it goes inwards to give you a little storage here. As for headroom for the coupe style, I have about 1 inch to 2 inches, but you can let me know what the reading is in the comments. Sitting into the center, knee space becomes about 1.5 inches on both sides, so I am blocking the command center here for the climate control, the charging port, but the good thing is they got them covered for the people on the sides. But leg and shoulder space, you're going to be sharing a little bit of it because you wouldn't be putting your feet here the way it sits. Your knees are already going to be sitting up in the air, and it wouldn't be comfortable to sit any higher up. And as for the shoulder butt leg space, you got about 19 inches to the door card, so that is quite a bit. Headroom becomes a little bit sacrificed because I got to scoop back a little bit more so I think I have maybe 1 inch. But that's where you come into play to let me know how much I really have. 4.2 seconds is what BMW is quoting. Let's see what we get. Rear axle steering with a near 50-50 weight distribution. This is what I was saying on the exterior. It's fun and it's an everyday car. Hard to get that blend, especially when you're getting a true M engine just detuned. Let's see what we get. The burbles come into play. It's gripping. The exit. It's a fun vehicle to drive. Drop it into comfort mode and just take over. Nobody knows what you have. By no means this is a fly underneath the radar type of vehicle. You can see the aggressive style on the exterior as well as the interior. And with this engine, I mean, everything is in harmony with the xDrive all-wheel drive system. You have the rear axle steering that's helping to alter that 48.2, 51.8 weight distribution, making it basically a 50-50. 0 to 60, BMW is quoting, I feel slower times than it can actually do. At top speed, it's fast enough for you to go to jail. And you sit high with clearance. It's literally a supercar that's in an SUV with a coupe style. It's literally everything somebody would want as performance and luxury all blended in. Comfortable in the interior, and you don't have to go full M, so you have more of that rigid ride. Here, it's gonna be a lot more composed. And this is something that you're wanting to be able to fit a family in, so you can do your daily activities, and you can still have performance underneath the hood, which is really hard to come by these days when it comes to SUVs. Obviously, once you start getting into the six-figure price, it does start unlocking a little bit more of that desirable attention that people are wanting in the performance. But to still have a smooth ride, that is hard. I mean, the other day, my wife Rizzy was like, you know what, your MC20 and the other Maserati, they're just uncomfortable. But when it comes to her SUV, she said, isn't mine a lot more comfortable? And that's what this unlocks. A higher ground clearance in an everyday, somewhat practical. I mean, it's not practical, but I guess if you're at this price point, it is. Turn radius at more or less a stop point with rear axle steering is gonna be 2 lanes. Let's rock and roll. Now, one thing to note is this does have the RPM's locked at basically 5, so you can't go past that. They do this with M Sport variants and M variant vehicles, so you get a break-in period. Usually it's a tank of gas, so around 350 miles. Sometimes you can get them where they already have taken them off when they do the PDI, so the 0 to 60 numbers are going to be a little bit slower on the example we're showcasing today, but it's still ever so fast. As you see, you're passing pretty much everybody on the road. So really, the main things that you should take out when you're going for a performance vehicle: pricing. I mean, BMW is pretty spot on. The features they give you, they do a good job with giving you multiple options with it. Performance, you already know about that. And luxury, it gives you the soft materials in the interior. The actual seat cushion is pretty plush for the most part. I mean, 20-way power seat adjustment, standalone massage seats. I mean, come on, man. How many more things do you need to capture those 3 main things? But let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. I'd like to thank our friends here at BMW of Wesley Chapel. Don't forget to leave a like and check out this next video right here.